Hi there people, another Tournament of Champions game, this time Skypear Avians against Savanna Elves by Bradulf against Sip. So yeah, let's see this game. I think this is an interesting match. I'm not sure actually, I play both factions, but I don't know exactly how each faction should play the matchup. So let's see how they play them. Savanna Elves start the game. Just focus on the steward, which is regional, also open for, I don't know if it's going to Chant Road. I guess not, that would be nice, Chant Road. Just doing like a donkey stack here. Always nice to see. And never just, I think this is a common start against the Savanna Elves. You want to try to start making like a chain of gates, kind of to protect Ava, but also give you the option to just move toward Abua. Because you will lose the range game. You can take your time doing playing the range war for a little bit because you have a very strong range war with Stewards and Sage. That can be your late or your end game plan. So you need to eventually move the action to hand to hand with sentinels and mostly threatening to dive in Abua and kill it. So yeah. You can take your time though, because Steward plus Sage is very powerful and can compete actually with Abu quite well at range. Chant of Road? I want the Chant of Road? No. No Chant of Road. But this is pretty nice. It's just building the boost on Lioness while still keeping the damage. This archer here can take out the gate, but it will be a good hit. Still reasonable for our to put it to protect. It's better for an area gate to be taken out than Ava get damage. Ava needs to try to get like to 10 life for most of the game, because if it's below that, you risk to being assassinated, and you need Ava to be. If Ava can be on the front line, you're pretty much game over in a way, because then you don't have flight to threaten Abua, and you don't have a plan B, honestly. So yeah, it's very important to keep Ava healthy. So yeah, area gate. Interesting retreat here. I think Taloshi was. I mean, I would move. I think with a sentinel there and just move with the gate forward. Interesting retreat here by Bradulf. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Just kind of playing like defensive. Did I miss something? Why this line? It surprised me. I think we'll bring the sentinel here and just move forward. And maybe without just go and put a gate like here at least. There's an option to just dive in there and put like aerial gate and get here. But you want to threat Panabua with gates. And you have a sentinel. If you don't have it, so I'm a little confused here. But maybe it's probably something I'm missing. Finally, the chain of road. That was a weird movement. Maybe the replay is broken. Now we see the diving. I mean, it's okay to be patient. Oh, he's going to do like a hit and run, which is reasonable. I like this event a lot. He can, yes, kill the archer. Now the sentinel and sentinel now can be just moved on the. Interesting, decide to save this instead of the sentinel. Lioness to sentinel. Mythic hero easily killing that. Now archer hitting and. Ava is there on defensive, but still mostly trading with range war, which I think is reasonable. I think, like I said, the range game of Ava is pretty strong, so as long as you keep this formation, you can compete with Abua. I just think you can't do that the whole game. Oh, okay. Now there's an opening for a chance of power. This is very bad for Ava. Maybe game right here. Yeah. We have 5. And then 4. So Ava is 1. This is problematic. Not only because receiving 9 damage is never fun, but yeah, Ava now is low life. And it's going to be very hard to play around that. I mean, the rhinos can just kill you very easily if they get a few boosts. With that said, looking at the magic, right? I mean, it has like 11. I mean, Abu has a lot of material on the board, so maybe worth more than that extra 11 magic. But Abu still has a lot of fuel to fight. But still, I say at this point the Savanna Elves are winning, not only because Ava is 1 and you will need to play around rhinos the rest of the game, but I mean economically it's just a little behind. Decide to play more conservative here. Yeah, it's very hard from this position to play Ava. I wouldn't know what to do. I think the moment Ava received those 9 damage, the game kind of just was very, very hard for Ava. Now Ava now is trying to move the game to a range game, which again, I mean, Abu range game is not that strong. That's not the problem. The problem is if you give Abu a time, especially with Amity Kiryu, you're going to be seeing lioness and rhinos with a lot of boost, and that's how Abu wins the range war. Not because the archer winning, which is pretty decent unit at range, but if Abu gets free movements to use, it's going to keep boosting lioness and rhinos. And fighting against 5 boost lioness and rhinos, it's very, very, very tough. So yeah. But I honestly, let's see what Bradulf wrote. I wouldn't know what to do in this situation. It's very tough situation here. That was pretty cool move. Now we are protecting Rad on the front and just yeah, I really like this one. Hopefully Rad survives this, but you need to risk it at this point. So I mean, if Rad dies, you lose. But I think it's very reasonable. Interesting that he decided to go for the Sage instead of trying to finish off Rad. Mostly to block this. But you need Rad to survive. You need to get lucky as Ava at this point. But that play was very good. And now surviving. Decide to finally do the move here, which you need. I mean, a Rhino here might kill you, but you need to risk it. You need to do moves here. Just when you're not winning, you need to hope that he doesn't have the guards, that he misses. That oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's pretty good. Still, a Rhino might kill you, right? Rhino here can just dive in with the right cards, but as I said, you can't play around this anymore. You just need to. I would say I wouldn't know what to do, but if you see this, Ava is coming back. I mean, this 10 life Abua is still there, so I mean, if the war looks a little closer, it's actually not, because Abua has 10 life to fight the end game, while Ava dies on 1 hit. But still, I'm very surprised with the shove of Ava here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice shove. I think that rat turn was very important, but also managed to just get the value of its units very well. And I think this dive here to put the gate there, fight the endgame, is actually very important too. I mean, despite Ava decide to retreat, that's what things of good Ava play, knowing when to retreat and to push, and he decided, okay, I'm going to retreat for a while, and then when he got the gate, just decide to, again, dive in again, which I think is a very good move. Suddenly this turn can be very bad. If Michikiru kills the Sentinel here, it might be brutal. However, Spirit Mage missing that rat is also going to be huge. So if Michikiru misses here, it's going to be... Oh, another miss. That's what you want to see if you're Ava. Sadly, the Sentinel died, but in exchange we get a Rat alive and a Steward away, so I take it if I'm Ava. If all 3 units die, you lose the game. I mean, just that there is no comeback from that. But this is still a reasonable position. Hopefully, no, you try to take Mitikiro, which is very annoying. Only one, that sucks. That's very, very, very bad. Yeah, you had to. That was. I mean, this 2 should end this, and the Sentinel Spirit Mage. But what can you do? This is ending a very close game, though, compared to even those this chant of power that Ava has to deal with. So this is very interesting. And what misses? Archer, finish the Steward. At this point, dice is going to be obviously very important. I think the strategic this is the end game, which I will say at this point strategy and tactics are not that important. It's just it all comes down to the dice roll. Like during the game, both sides did their play, and this is like the end result is just pretty much dice. Interesting move of Ava here. Not sure what's the purpose. Maybe we be next to the diver so he can dive in. I don't know. Still having some important misses for Ava. If Ava rolled a little better, this would be a lot closer. I think 10 game is going to be decided by this 10 life Abua. That's pretty bad. Yeah. What decides that that gate is more a problem that... one of the reasons sometimes you want to attack the gate is to actually threaten Ava. If you have the gate low life, you put it over in a situation where you can just kill your own gate and then attack the summoner. I see that a lot end game. And Sip, I think it's not the first time you see Sip doing this, which is reasonable. Trying to take the archer on this shot, which I think is very important to do if you want to have a shot of winning. And misses. And I think with that, the game's kind of sealed. You need to take this archer. This archer now is going to just do a lot of good work. Yeah. At this point, Ava just has to dive in and just hope a miracle. But I don't think we are going to see a miracle here. And Ava finished the show. Interesting game. I think if I had to learn something from this game was, I think Avians played a little too conservative. I think. I know it's hard. I mean, playing against the Savanna Elves. I mean, I think they're the best faction. It's the only faction that's clearly the best. They're strong at range. They're strong if you give them time. If you dive them, they have strong way, but they're strong at everything. So, but still, you are better. Your best move is to threaten Abua with your flight and sky assaults, and if you don't have that, I think you lose some of the edge. And I think at not any point we saw Skypear Avians with that threat. But to say I see his plan to fight the range game is reasonable. I just think that a few moments went wrong, and that's what happened. But I don't know. I think this is a very complicated match for the Avians. As I mean, everyone has complicated time against the Savanna Elves. Yeah, I think it was reasonable out of the moves. I just will play a little more aggressive, but otherwise I think it was great. But still, the Savanna Elves did what they do, which is win. So yeah.